Welcome to my toy collection part 2. In this video we are going to go through these two Rubbermaid bins. So let's just get right into the action, shall we? Alright, so this is a big one. It's the electronic power effects version where it has all different types of sounds. Replay with Death Star battle, authentic movie phrases, R2-D2, flashing light and real movie sounds. It goes on and on. This is something I got at Toys R Us as a kid, and they were selling these off. There was a big stack of them, and they were clearanced out for $5. I mean, it was just insane. Now, at the time, money was very, very low because I was a kid. So I wound up buying one at least for $5, and yeah, it's just been in my collection ever since. I see Luke Skywalker, R2-D2. Let's try it, see if it still works. Nope, nothing. So here you go on the back. We've got the purchase of the droids 3-pack here. Little plastic stand. And I think this is the only way you could get Uncle Owen Lars. I think. At least in the Power of the Force collection. Yeah, this is a pretty common one. I saw this everywhere, like at Walmart. Anytime you go there and you're wanting to hunt down some figures, yeah, this was always there. Next up, we got another movie action multi-pack here. We got the final Jedi duel with Emperor Palpatine sitting on his throne. Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, battling it out. There we are in the back. This is in very, very bad shape. They used some kind of different plastic than the rest. That's why the torsos of these stormtroopers are yellowed. But they're actually not stormtroopers. They're actually Han Solo and Luke Skywalker. See, if you look underneath there, those helmets are removable. And they're just pretending to be stormtroopers to break Chewbacca out. Here we are on the back. The bad things about these is you see something's rattling around. See right there? There's a blaster. Over time, a lot of the little wrappings to hold things in place, Luke Skywalker's is still there, but they just rot away over time. That's one of the big flaws with these. All right, next up, from the expanded universe, we have the Cloud Car from the Art of Star Wars, and it comes with this exclusive Cloud Car pilot. So yeah, in order to get every single action figure, you have to buy the little cars and everything else to make sure. And right here is something I got in Canada, which I didn't ever buy in the States. So it has this, double language on there. It's the Flash Speeder from the Episodio 1. A lot of text. And it even has some battle damage there. You can lift it up and have Captain Panaka work on it, fix it up. Then we've got a loose Tauntaun. You stick the action figure in there. So it looks like Luke Skywalker's riding it. I think this is from the Vintage series. Yeah, 1979. You see it right there. So there is that. And now we have these, which these are mail-away figures that you could only get exclusively by mailing UPCs away or getting it from the fan club, what have you. They'd always come in these white boxes. And then when you'd open it up, there you go, you get a sneak preview action figure of Mace Windu. Look on the back there. Star Wars Episode 1 coming to a theater in your galaxy. It's funny, this version, he has a blue lightsaber instead of his classic purple. So they just didn't want to spoil it though for these sneak preview figures. So, and I don't know if this other one is the same thing or not. Oh no, yeah, this is Ula and Salacious Crumb, Cantina dancer. And she's there hanging out with a very, very handsome man. You can subscribe to Star Wars Kids, the new magazine. This wasn't the first time Salacious Crumb was available as a toy. He was actually a mail-away figure back in the vintage times, the 70s and 80s as well. But so anyways, that is box 1. Now let's get to box 2. Oh God. Let's start. We are going with the Ugnaughts. These were actually kind of rare to find back in the day. A little 2-packer, come with a toolkit. This one is a bit more valuable than the rest too. It's Princess Leia, a new likeness. The original version of her from '95 was kind of trash, so she got a little makeover here. When did this one come out? '97. Took a couple of years. Next up, we have Prune Face. I'm not even going to try to read that, but this is Prune Face here. He comes with a blaster rifle. Now, when you were buying these at Walmart when they were brand new, there were some that didn't have these freeze frames in, and Walmart would charge $1 extra for the freeze frames, when actually the freeze frames were just free. They were complimentary with the thing, but that was a way Walmart was trying to scam even back then. But yeah, but I will say the action figures with freeze frames are worth more than the ones that are without. So there's a lot of versions of this same figure that doesn't. They started doing the freeze frames to, I don't know, just keep selling more toys. Here we have a Dengar. He's a big hefty boy. Here's Emperor Palpatine. This is the tri-logo one from Canada. Grand Moff Tarkin. This was the first time he was ever made as an action figure, as it says here. Never before offered in any Kenner collection. He's got a nice detail there, actually. Next up, we've got a lot of people's favorite, Boba Fett with the freeze frame. He has a sawed-off blaster rifle and a jetpack. Oh, this is my hands down my favorite action figure from this line, probably ever. It's Darth Vader with the removable helmet. I never, ever saw this in person at a Walmart. I'm sure all the scalpers just bought this and then resold it to chumps like me as a kid. I had to buy this from a guy at a flea market. And yeah, the price was about 3 times more than he bought it at retail. But anyways, I have about 4 of these now just because I love it so much. And he also has a detachable hand. So pull off his helmet, take off his hand. Perfect. Next up, we have one of the more harder to find, not so much, but more valuable versions of R2-D2 from the line. And he just comes with new features because the original one that came out, it was just him, and now, okay. But now he came with a few things. He could pop things out and do all kinds of things, as it says right there. You take a look. But yeah, this one was really cool to have. Next up, we've got Lobot, everyone's favorite. Everyone wants to be Lobot, right? Yeah, sure. Honda Baba. He has a peach for his mouth. Dude is ugly though, for real. Another more harder to find one, which was C-3PO after he got blasted away. And he could be thrown in a net and you could sling him around and have Chewbacca carrying him around. You've got another R2-D2. Then we got your classic Stormtrooper, but this is tri-logo with different languages from Canada. Another thing that's cool too is, as you see right here, this is all in English, but what if you don't speak English and you're in Canada? They also include the languages on the sheet of paper included in the back there. So that's cool, that's nice. Next up, we've got the Rebel Fleet Trooper. Kind of looks like a repackaged Han Solo, to be honest, but there is that. Here is the Emperor Palpatine I got at KB Toys. And yeah, this one was sitting behind the cash register for some reason. I know the reason. It was just more harder to find way back then. Then a couple months later, they were pretty common. That cute little bow tie he's got. Very nice. This is actually like a very heavy figure. Took a lot of plastic to make him. Here we go. Another Darth Vader with detachable hand. I paid $5 for it. But there is a reason why it was only $5. This was slashed. I didn't realize this until after I bought it. I was so pissed. But regardless, yeah, I got another one, just spare, I guess. Oh, yeah. This one is one of my favorites because, I mean, just look how monstrous this action figure is and the accessory it comes with. It's just, yeah, it's monstrous. And it's a cool-looking figure. You see him on the back here, and he's about ready to brand a gonk droid or something. But assemble as shown. There you go. His name is 8D8 with droid branding device. So there you go. He has a name. Gamorrean guard. Very, very hefty boy here. Comes with an axe. The detail on that's pretty nice. See him just hanging out with the boys. Luke Skywalker with his all-new likeness. He got a little makeover as well. The original version of him made him more buff with a puffy chest, but now he's a little slimmed down. He's got himself a little shield helmet there. Okay, so this is another Tri-Logo version from Canada, and it is the ASP-7 droid with spaceport supply rods. And this was a new figure that obviously came from the special edition Star Wars trilogy. He was just kind of put in via computer generated effects, and that just looks like crap. But yeah, they made an action figure out of this thing, so there you go. Me and my brother, we just fight over this. Mon Mothma with baton. Like, you either have Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, or Mon Mothma. We would just go for Mon Mothma the entire time because, I mean, she's just so action-packed as an action figure, you know? Here we have another C-3PO with realistic metallic body and cargo net. Here is EV-9D9. The bubble's kind of yellowed, which sucks, but what can you really do about that? Got his little stand there, a little iPad, and he's just tapping away with his little arms. Here we have Bespin Luke Skywalker. He comes with a lightsaber and a little blaster pistol. Oh, and don't forget a detachable hand. Right there, you can pull his hand off. Oh, yeah. Alright, so this is what dreams were made of, everybody. Right here. This is Princess Leia as a Jabba's prisoner. Put the little choker on her and everything. There you go, boys and girls. Take a gander. Alright, this one is Captain Piet. He comes with a blaster rifle and pistol. It looks like that's a baton. I don't know. This may be a variant or something. Here's another Princess Leia, but she's an Ewok Celebration outfit style. She's more modest in this outfit here. And we have Ishi Tib with blaster rifle. Right there. Alright, next up, well, we got another Darth Vader with removable helmet. This is the one I literally bought as a kid. And I've kept it in this collector's case thing. Now this, let's take a look. That's sealed there. I think this is open here. Yep. This is made up to look like Luke Skywalker's binoculars. And you go look in here and put freeze frames from your action figures in here and look up and see in there and all that. I think it might be battery powered. Yeah, it's actually battery powered too. So yeah, this is a mail away thing that you could only get exclusively from that, and pretty cool. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, it came with an exclusive freeze frame as well. Exclusive right there. All right, next up from the Goodwill bag, we've got Star Wars Millennium Falcon carrying case with an exclusive, once again, Imperial Scanning Crew Trooper. The most boring action figure that you could possibly think of besides Mon Mothma. There you go. So this was just a case you could store all your action figures, and there is the exclusive figure stored right there. There you go on the back. He comes with a scanning trunk. Woo! So we'll look at this one here. This was, I think, handed out during the screening of Return of the Jedi. Yeah, it reads right there. Return of the Jedi Special Edition, opening day, March 7th, 1997. So this is like a little exclusive thing. As you can see, there's no UPC, so you couldn't buy this in the store. So, yeah, right there. Not for retail sale. So, these are, I don't know, fairly common, though. They're not that hard to find. Princess Leia Organa, and she's in the Hoth kind of outfit there. So, we had Pote Snickton. Oh, and see, there you go there. There's the binoculars that we have. Wait, there were two exclusive? I'll have to look in that box. Okay, so as you can see, there are actually two in the same package here. I only knew of the one. The Death Star Trooper. There you go there. The Death Star droid with the mouse droid. And here we have Zuckuss. I found this at a Walmart in Florida when I was on vacation down there. And I never saw it anywhere else. These were really hard to find out in the wild. But here is Zuckuss. He's a bounty hunter. And he's wearing a nice little dress there. Very cute. Next, we have R2-D2 with holographic Princess Leia. As you can see there, this is very yellowed, the plastic here, which pisses me off. This figure was so hard to find back in the day. These were going off on eBay for hundreds of dollars, even back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And yeah, the reason why this one was so rare is because there was only one per case, as opposed to other figures there were like 4 or 5 per case. There were only one per case. So very sought after, sold for a lot. They dropped a bit in price over the years, but still, I mean, this one's practically worthless how yellowed this is. Next up, we've got Reese. There's 3 eyes there. So there you go. And if you look right here, special offer. Through this special offer, you could receive a free freeze frame slide display holder when you purchase any Star Wars figure from Kenner. So you had to send a 3x5 card with your info, the UPC of any Star Wars figure, along with the receipts. And then you'd send check or money order $2, and you'd get a freeze frame book in the mail, in which I actually have 2 of them here. Pretty cool. Look on the back here, gives you a little checklist. And that's about it. Just a piece of cardboard printed on both sides, and there you go. Oh yeah. So this isn't even rare, it's just a complete oddity. So I want you to take a look at something. Hoth Chewbacca, Hoth Chewbacca, Hoth Chewbacca. Okay? But then when you flip it over, it's Aunt Beru. Aunt Beru. It was pasted onto an Aunt Beru card. It's just so weird. I don't have any other action figure where they mixed up the card with the action figure and its accessories and everything. So somebody really messed up. Maybe they were switching from making a bunch of Hoth Chewbacca's and then going to the Aunt Beru, and this one just kind of skimped on by. But yeah, it's an oddity. I found this at the Dollar General back in the 90s, and I just thought it was very cool. I had to have it, and yeah, so this is a very weird one out of my collection that I know probably nobody else has unless they do some custom work. So that is part 2 of my toy collection. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.